I'm Jason, and I am a player, not the mole.
Like, I trust him. I trust you, Jason.
I can't decide. I'm just never sure with Jason as to whether he's telling the truth or lying, or whether he's the mole or not, and I'm just so confused, and he's probably the person that confused me the most. I still don't know. I still can't read him. I don't know.
Jason seemed like he had a great attitude right from the start. Seemed like he had a lot of cool ideas too. I remember with his thumbprint, he somehow managed to get into the building without us knowing, which is pretty cool. I guess he was one of the players I suspected, pretty much right from the first challenge.
Jason, I realized from the very beginning was going to be a pretty formidable foe, but I trusted him a lot, and I felt like I could tell that he kind of like had an eye on what was going on, even though he wasn't taking notes as diligently as maybe Colin was. Even though he's a Democrat, I felt there was a bond there. I trusted him, and so I didn't really suspect that he was the mole. And he was such a baller in so many of the challenges. Like he and the math team dominated the like hard math questions. And during the thumbprint challenge, he came in and got 4 thumbprints without anyone noticing. 4. I was just blown away because like I don't know how he managed to sneak in without anybody seeing him and get out without anyone seeing him. It was just thoroughly impressive.
I like Jason, even though he said I made him feel uncomfortable. What was that? How does Cat Flynn make anyone feel uncomfortable ever? But yeah, Histon Psi concentrators are fun and awesome, so we share that camaraderie. Yeah, he was fun to play the game with. What the fuck? How do I make someone feel uncomfortable? I am perplexed.
I think you will win. Because sometimes you're a hard person to read. And you come off as nice, but then like you were like a ninja in that last challenge that I was the aggressor in. Like you walked into the building like no one saw you. So like that just shows me you can play the game at 2 levels. At a physical level and at a mental level, and perhaps you'll be able to see through Victor's guise.
Okay, Jason. So we had a secret alliance, or secret, I'm sure everyone knew actually, for the game of the game. And I don't know, if he's the mole, I'll kind of be hurt, but not really. I'll be more hurt if it's Scott. Yeah. Anyway, Jason, he and I are really close, or so I believe. I don't know if he thinks so too. I'm really glad we played the mole together. He's a very strong candidate. Obviously, he's final 3. I hope he wins, but I hope Scott wins more.
I was very suspicious of Jason for a while, but I mean, he's quite a player. He takes great notes. He's a smart guy, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him win it all.
Jason, I unfortunately didn't get to know very well throughout the mole, since I wasn't in very long, but he also seems like a very nice guy.
Jason and I had an alliance pretty early. I don't think we ever utilized it to its full extent, which is fine because I'm happy that he's in the finals.
Jason's probably, I mean, for me, I think if I was a player, Jason's the one person who I would have never suspected to be the mole, like ever. Actually, that's like if I was trying to throw suspicion on someone, like Jason, if I threw suspicion on Jason, I feel like that would just be a telltale that I was the mole. Because I think he was like, I'm thinking. Like, especially when we got down to like final 5 for his final 6, he was probably like the one player who I was like, look, if there's anyone that I would like bet money on, it's like, I mean, obviously not the mole, but if I was a player, it'd be Jason. So he was someone that played the game straight, and he played the game to win, and he was someone who was also very, very meticulous about his notes and his suspicions, and he was a player through and through, and he was dedicated to doing whatever it took for the team to win.
My ally, Jason. Very glad to have been your ally. And I really hope that he's not the mole, because that's going to change my opinion of him after all the conversations that we've had about him not being the mole and not lying to me. Because I didn't lie to you, dude. I did not lie to you. And so I'm hoping that you didn't lie to me. But it's funny because I've said in the past I think that Jason's way too nice, and that's what a lot of my roommates A lot of my roommates, like I have all that many, I have 2. My blockmates were like, no, that's the reason why he would be the mole, because he's like people would not suspect him because he's so nice. And I don't know, I don't think it's a bad thing. And hopefully, if he didn't lie to me, that's awesome, because he didn't compromise himself to make sure that he was going to win this game. And I thought it was nice when he was like, I'd still like to be friends with you after this. And so, I've said it before, I'd be happy if he won over me, which is fine. Either of us, I've said it, I think I said it like very early on that I'd be okay with him winning. And so I think he's very deserving too. And he's been a nice guy the whole game. So if he's not the mole and he's not lying, then he definitely deserves to win.